it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, you know, it actually makes you look thinner. I said, ooh. And they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage.
All right, another memorable moment in a historic campaign with many others. How do they top this? Joining me now, Florida Republican Congressman Michael Waltz. He is the first Green Beret to ever serve in Congress and wrote the brand new book, Hard Truths, Think and Lead Like a Green Beret. We'll talk about that. Congressman Waltz, a pleasure to see you today.
Yeah, thank you. And I just got to say very quickly, let's look at the last couple of times Bubba and Biden have done anything for the Harris campaign. Biden has said, lock him up, the quiet part out loud, and then called all of his supporters garbage, the quiet part out loud. And then what does Clinton do? He says, yeah, illegal immigrants should have been vetted. And yeah, the economy was better under President Trump. So, you know, it's kind of nice to get some honesty from the president, former president, about what the country was like, should be like under a second Trump term.
Well, you know, you won't get it from the legacy media. We know that. And my question is, some people were saying they think, you know, Biden's doing this deliberately earlier on, but it sounds like maybe they just need to take away sort of his roaming privileges here. These are really bad things that are turning the campaign. Although it's weird, Ian Sams posted on X about some of these two memorable moments, the garbage truck and also McDonald's, Congressman Waltz. And he's saying, is he the first candidate to have not one but two Dukakis moments? What do you make of that criticism from, you know, people who are really relating to Donald Trump as the working man, and the Republican Party too is bringing them into the fold when the Democratic Party seems like the party of the elites?
Yeah, that's laughable. I mean, but you said it. It's relatable. I'm a veteran. I served 27 years at Green Beret. I actually was in tanks early in my career. No veteran would look at Michael Dukakis and relate to that. But you know what? Garbage truck workers, cops, firemen and women, teachers, blue-collar workers can relate to Donald Trump all day long. It's about the relatability factor and the authenticity factor. And if anything, you can never accuse Donald Trump of not being authentic.
No, and he's actually quite funny too. The, you know, Al Smith dinner, the remark last night about wanting to be thin. I mean, that just, it always lands. It must be just getting irritating over at the legacy media because they have to report this. So they take their own, you know, bias, and it's really hard to not just call it out for what it is. Norah O'Donnell, this is what she says about Donald Trump with the garbage truck, her take on the evening news.
Speaking to reporters from a garbage truck, proof that he and his supporters are giving no grace to a gaffe by President Biden, where he, in his explanation, inadvertently called Trump supporters garbage.
Grace? This candidate, Donald Trump, had 4 indictments against him, 2 assassination attempts, and now it's always, you know, where is the grace when there's insults like Nazi and Hitler being hurled his way, Congressman Waltz?
Yeah, but also listen to her language closely. Grace for a gaffe from President Biden when he inadvertently called Trump supporters garbage. That's a shift even from the previous spin of putting an apostrophe, as the White House did, which actually is against the law to misrepresent what the president said in their transcript. And then the Politico reporter opinionating on his reporting and saying, no, he meant that about the rhetoric. This is why nobody trusts the media anymore. And they just don't get it. They're not going to get it. But the American people get it. And that's why they're going around the mainstream media and why their numbers are tanking, and networks like Newsmax and platforms like X are ascendant.
Yeah.